So stress, anxiety, feeling totally overwhelmed is such a common situation in the perimenopause and menopause. And I just think that sometimes saying no can make a huge difference to how you feel generally. So today I'm going to look at situations where maybe saying no is a good idea and strategies you can use to maybe help yourself feel a little bit more comfortable saying no. So for some people, saying no is really quite empowering. It feels, yes, this is how I feel about things and I'm not going to do this. But for others, and certainly including myself a few years ago, it can feel really intimidating. It can be, you can feel unconfident about it. You can worry about it. You think it might be impolite or inconsiderate, or oh, I can't say no because it's awfully rude, or that you feel obliged that you have to do something that you don't want to because someone else has asked you to do it and you don't want to feel really negative about it. But saying no is really so important, much more than maybe you actually realise. So first of all, it's an act of self-care. It means that you're prioritising what's important for you rather than maybe propping up someone else. It's not selfish, honour your existing commitments, because if you keep saying yes to everything, you're going to have everything piled on top of you. You're not going to have the time or maybe the energy to do all these things to give them justice. So saying no will honour the things that you have already said yes to, and you can end up giving yourself more time and maybe a little bit more of yourself to these particular situations. Saying no helps to set your own boundary, for your own time and your own well-being. We're not super women, and if you say yes to everything, you're going to get that feeling of being overwhelmed. It can end up causing fatigue, and if you're dealing with everything you've said yes to and all your other day-to-day things too, it can just be too much, and it's no wonder you just feel that you can't cope with everything. It can help to support your mental well-being because, again, it's about not overstretching yourself or spreading yourself too thin or giving yourself to everybody at the end of the day. And it's this thing about we need to cut down multitasking in the perimenopause and menopause. If we do that, we will be less stressed, we will be less anxious, and maybe even feel a bit more positive and a bit more energized if we know that we've got some time to ourselves, which is really important. And you know how often I stress that little bit of me time every day and how vital it is for our physical and mental health. Saying no as well means that other people have to step up. And I know so many of you say that you just feel run ragged because you've got your family, you're working, you're looking after them, you've maybe got teenagers and a partner, and nobody is helping you. You're still having to do all the things that you had to do, and also your body's got to deal with all these physical changes as well. So sometimes saying no, especially in family situations, means that other people may have to work that little bit harder, or maybe do some work for the first time as well. And that's a good thing. It's giving other people a bit more responsibility as well. How do you decide to say no? Maybe do a list. Write down everything that's stressing you, everything that you feel you've got to give your time and your energy to, and see how you get on. And then look at things, well, maybe I don't need to do that. Maybe I could say no to this one as well. And the interesting thing here is that if you feel pressurized into saying yes, that very often means it's something that you can say no to as well. It can be hard saying no. I know for myself, when I first started doing it, I was just like, everybody's going to hate me. But one of the things that I did, which I found really helpful, was when somebody said, will you do whatever? Instead of saying no directly, I would just say to them, I'll think about it and I'll get back to you tomorrow. It means that you've warned them that you might not do it, so they can already be thinking of who else they can ask. And it means that you can then sit down and think about, do I really want to do this, or is this something that I can say no to? It also means you can take a deep breath, gather your confidence, and say no the next day to them. So I hope you found this one helpful. It's quite a big one, believe it or not. So have any of you done that? How did you feel when you started saying no to things? How did other people respond? Tell me your stories. You know I love to read everything. Have a lovely week, and I'll see you soon.